Finally through security. I think that was the longest wait of any security I've ever done. Where are you going?
Lost the bag.
She lost the bag. Good morning. It's not really a good morning, but it's morning. It's our last day. We got to get off the ship today. We're a little slow getting up today. Yeah, I'm in denial, but at the same time, I think we're both ready to be back home. There's Miami. We came in about 3:30 this morning. Not quite as busy as what it was on the day that we left. So last night at our sail away party, Kurt told Angel that she could take the tray of wings, but we didn't eat the wings. So she's bagging them up and taking them to the airport. Ship. It's the walk of shame home. On our way out. Came straight down an elevator that dropped us off right where the key luggage is, which is all together. So it was actually pretty quick and painless to get off the ship through customs. They just did a facial recognition, so we didn't even have to pull out our passports. Now we're just waiting in line for a taxi. I think Munch has had a little too much anything. In a cab on our way to the airport. At the airport, nice fast cab ride. We can't check in for our flight until 11:40, which is 4 hours before taking off. So we're sitting in the airport and gonna do some homework, like Munch is doing homework now, and then play some Farkle or something. Finally through security. I think that was the longest wait of any security I've ever done.
Where are you going?
She lost the bag. Anyway, we're through the gate, so now we can head and wait for our plane for another couple hours. So we got through security, found a bathroom. Now we found somewhere to sit down to eat before hitting our plane. So we finished eating, but you notice we have food because it wasn't very good. Angel, tell them about your sandwich.
The bun was like a crouton, like crunchy.
Literally falling apart, like crunchy.
Like it was like the stalest bread I've ever had.
And they came with these like kettle cooked potato chips, which, okay, they looked interesting.
They were like salt and vinegar chips.
They were weird.
I don't know.
Well, first you said they were sour cream and onion, but they look like they're barbecue. So it was very confusing. So we stopped and got chips and drinks, and we're finishing off our lunch that way. All right, went ahead and paid to upgrade our spots. So we are some of the first ones on. There's a lot of people waiting to get on this plane, and there's a lot of people we don't want to be sitting next to, like crying babies. Sorry if your baby cries, but you're not a good traveler. Okay, we're on our flight, and full. Not completely, but pretty full. And hopefully we take off here in about 20 minutes. And then we're halfway home. She brought the wings. And fortunately, didn't think about the time change. So we actually have an hour, not just like 15 minutes. So hit up the bathroom. We're gonna double check our times because now we're both confused on what time zone we're in.
And paranoid.
And paranoid. So it doesn't hurt to look and double check. And this airport is so much better than Miami's. E16, 7:15. Wichita. All right, so since we're waiting here at the airport to board, I figured we could ask a couple questions. But one big thing is we were on the largest cruise ship in the world until our last day, when the Wonder actually started sailing off. But we were on the largest cruise ship in the world for at least 6 days out of our cruise. Do you prefer cruising or something like our trip to Mexico?
Probably something like our trip to Mexico, because freedom, I guess. Being on a cruise ship was cool, but then like being able to walk around and see new stuff every day is pretty cool too.
Yeah. They both have their pros and cons. I kind of like taking the dedicated one flight to somewhere like a resort in Mexico, because we can still do excursions. I mean, we're kind of limited. Or, you know, maybe flying to like Alaska and doing just the land part of it. The cruise was really cool though. And it was really cool to have a balcony this time. What was your favorite part of the entire trip? From the time we left the house until now, I guess.
The second day of scuba diving, seeing all the cool stuff.
So that was in Cozumel when we dove into the reef, and we did see a lot of fish. We saw some stingrays. We even saw some stingrays up close when we stopped at a sandbar later on. My favorite, I think the snorkeling in Roatan. That was really awesome. Although it was so cool to see the stingrays because I've never seen them before, like in the wild. Did you know your Apple Watch can do your boarding pass for you? Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. So far this flight is pretty empty. We've only got like 90 passengers. So we're able to spread out a little bit. We will be flying through a storm, it looks like. So we'll see how turbulence goes. We are back in Kansas. It's a balmy 40 degrees and it feels like 31. That's awesome after coming back from the Caribbean.